giving us a report. Oh, good morning. Oh my God, you didn't get the full 15-page agenda that was in here? I lied, I ain't nothing there. Oh, it's in my email. I'm Dee. I am one of the co-chairs for the food production working group, and today is December 5th, 2025. The year is over. So I am the steward of 813 Hood Garden Space. And yep.
Great. Monica Mazzella, Homegrown Hillsborough coordinator. I'm Georgia Snyder with the Sustainable Living Project and a working group leader with the food production working group.
I am Tiffany Miller, owner of Kitchen with Teaching Kitchen and grant partner of Homegrown Hillsborough.
I'm Savannah. I'm over here with the camera. I'm a program specialist with Homegrown Hillsborough.
Okay, I'm Ramona. Yeah, I'm a regional specialized agent. I'm happy to be connected to Homegrown Hillsborough. And Dee, I thought you guys were presenting today, so I popped in.
Oh, no, we're on the 9th.
Yeah, that's okay. No worries. I'll hang on for a bit. Yeah.
Okay. My dear, the floor is yours to provide us your report.
Just do it.
I'm trying to get it like, is this like, is the formatting okay? Like, does it look right?
Yeah, okay. I mean, they're a little off, but it'll work.
Okay, because like I was trying to download.
Oh, yeah.
Make it. Yes, so it's not it. So I can actually get it. Like,
oh, it's still down.
To make it bigger for you. Maybe. It's done. Open. Yeah. Okay, so I was hoping it would open it like a PDF.
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so then let me share my screen.
So we're going to, right? Yeah,
that's okay.
She
Are specialized agents
so
she has like her like small is she might even be state level.
Now we're ready.
There we go. Yay. Okay.
Yeah, let me go. Next slide or like give you
okay. Yes. Okay. Hi. I am sharing the impact of the Garden to Kitchen initiative led by my company, Kitchen with Teaching Kitchen. So the program in general just connects families, youth, and communities to fresh food through hands-on gardening and nutrition education. So Garden to Kitchen is an educational community-based program connecting families, targeting homeschool families and youth to local food producers. So through workshops held at community gardens across Hillsborough County. So those are our two things that we highlighted, like I said, educational initiative and making sure that we're bringing more light to the community gardens in Hillsborough County. Our goals were to teach food as medicine principles, increase the use of fresh local produce, and strengthen community garden participation, and to also provide consistent garden education for homeschool families, but we did welcome it to local families as well that were in the area. That is on the left is a flyer where it says Garden to Kitchen. Kind of sent that out as a teaser before the program, just to kind of let the community know, like get it out there, like what the initiative is and what we plan to do with our programs moving forward. So next slide. There we go. We confirmed our site through the Coalition of Community Gardens. We created registration via Eventbrite and Facebook, and then we prepared curriculum and cooking demonstrations by recruiting a local chef. So that is Chef Coco. Her company is called A Dash of Coco. So she has an LLC and she also has a youth foundation as well. So we were very blessed to have her to be a part of it. And she was great. And she also volunteered her time because she was able to do that through her foundation, which was a bonus. And then we hosted the live workshop. It took place on November 22nd at West Tampa Grows Healthy Community Garden. And we sold out in 2 days. Yeah, which was so exciting. I wanted hundreds of people there, but the garden wanted to cap it at 25 children, but 50 participants total, but with 25 children, just to, they were fairly new garden, only a year old, and just to keep some control over what it is that we were doing, which was fine because it was very intimate, and I was able to go around and kind of engage with everyone that was there. But there were about maybe 150 more hits on Eventbrite afterwards, and people reaching out and emailing. So,
And you looked at the Eventbrite dashboard to
yes,
see
ma'am.
that those hits.
Yes.
That's good. That's good to see. Yeah.
Yes. I even put up like a link tree event, like a survey, like saying sign up for the email list so we can keep you aware of future events coming. So it's great. Okay. Okay, so the project would not be possible without the partnership of the Coalition of Community Gardens. They just made it a little easier because of the partnerships. They have the list of the 60 plus community gardens that we have, and they were aware of, which gardens maybe already have youth programming and which have a need for it. So it made it very simple to kind of choose a garden. And then also partnerships with local culinary leaders. So this was the first event that I'm highlighting, but we have more lined up. And the goal is to showcase a different local chef at each garden. So kind of just, again, marrying that garden to kitchen experience with a professional that's actually teaching you. And then volunteer garden host as well, and homeschool cooperative. So we had 3 different homeschool groups that were represented at the event. And these are pictures from the actual event that took place. It was great. The weather was great. Like, it was partly sunny, so we got a little bit of sun, a little bit of shade, so it really worked out. Participation and reach. So we successfully had 11 families that we were able to serve, which I was really excited to see mom and dad there. A lot of times, especially in the homeschool community, dads are off working and it's usually the moms that are front and center. So it was pretty cool to see several families that had both parents there and fully engaged. So there were 16 adults and 16 children, so 32 total, with 80% attendance. So we had 40 people that registered, and then about 32 came. So, all right. Over 26 participants sampled healthy recipes. I think there was more. Some didn't like it, but I was excited that they tried. They at least tried, which was big for me, because sometimes, especially with you, when you put vegetables in front of them, they think you're trying to poison them. So it was really great to see like a majority of the kids like actually try it. And then we had several families that actually walked away, more than 10 that walked away with either seeds or a plant. So pretty much everyone walked away with something that they could take home and start on their own, which the community garden was a great partner in doing that. They were very engaging with the attendees, and just kind of like, here, take this clipping, take that. So it really helped to keep the vibe of the event very organic and family oriented. One thing that we were surprised that composting became a really unexpected high impact, because we did a tour after the children did their activities, and the composting part was very engaging. There were lots of questions, more from the adults than for the youth. So that was something that I really highlighted that we're going to make sure that we add to the programming moving forward. Okay. Again, all 32 participants received nutrition education because that was one of the things that we wanted to weigh. We distributed 32 handouts. I did bring just like a couple. The one on the left, the picture on the left under nutrition education, those are just comments from the survey where you see like composting is mentioned several times. So I was really surprised. I know it's kind of small, so fit it all. But yeah, composting was mentioned several times. And then these were just some of the handouts. You're over there. One of the handouts that we gave out. So Chef Coco had her recipe on that she made on one side, and then on the back was just nutrition facts that peppers give. So that since that was the produce that we were highlighting was peppers. So just like the benefit that peppers give. And then that QR code just links to healthline.com for specific information from a trusted source if they wanted more detailed information about the health benefits of bell peppers.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah. Okay.
The celebrities. Oh my God.
Yeah. So we had a total of 5 volunteers, official volunteers, even though it was really like everybody was helping, and I'm like, stop cleaning up, I'll do it. But 5 confirmed volunteers that contributed to 38 hours total, just from the start of meeting to the end of the event, to cleaning up, cleaning up, and things like that. So it included the garden leaders, the members, and some media support. So even the person that was there, the photographer, like jumped in to like help. Mm-hmm. And just it was really just a great community event. So that there is just on the left, a few of the volunteers there and some of the families that kind of stayed after. And then on the right, those are the 2 garden leaders in blue, was Tampa Grows Healthy, and then that was Chef Coco in the middle. And Lisa was giving us some kind of spiel about that line. Budget allocation. The total was $1,525, so $1,525, covering food, the chef facilitation, youth activities, signage, the curriculum design, getting the professional membership with Canva to kind of create everything, and the bulk of it really being the mobile kitchen equipment, which really will set us up to make sure that we can continue these on. West Tampa Grows Healthy had somewhat of a kitchen area in the corner, which was very helpful, but some of the other gardens that we have lined up don't. So then that'll give us the ability to bring the kitchen in. And so challenges faced was pretty much the timing of harvest. So with Florida summer heat, it limited the harvest, as a lot of the gardens do like cover cropping, so they don't really have a lot of produce during that time, like in the beginning of fall. So really like selecting a garden that had something available, it just slowed the process a little, but it didn't stop anything. But yeah, that was one of the things that we came out of. It's just making sure that we're paying attention to the schedule and the alignment of the seasons and things like that when we're planning future events. Our next steps. So we are already in the planning phases with Vista Gardens, which I love it there. I'm so excited to have there. All the gardens are great. But Vista Gardens, that will be in January. So we have planning meetings with them coming up. And then 813 Hood Garden Space in February with your Young Seeds program. So very excited about that when we get to partner there. And then also on the books to start planning with Tampa Heights Community Garden Sustainable Living Project and Community Soul Garden, which is in South Tampa, which is also one of the newer gardens. That's a really great space to get youth programming started. And then this is just the alignment with the mission. So it fully aligns with the food as medicine, the family empowerment, chronic illness prevention by bringing more vegetables into the diet, and then the local food system strengthening. So these are just some pictures of, I'm really passionate about just starting with the youth. And I know if I can get the kids, I can bring the adults in. They're just going to come. You have no choice. But it was so refreshing just to see, like I said, the kids trying. My favorite picture outside of
Of course.
boy on the right, because it's a little dark because we have the shade, but the face he's making, he didn't like it, but he tried. So I was so excited that he at least tried. He's like, you kind of spit it out, but it was like, hey, kudos to you for trying. But it really was great to kind of witness all the kids just kind of running around in the garden and touching and picking and pulling on the vegetables. It was great. And thank you to Homegrown Hillsborough, and the food production working group would not be possible without you guys. I really do appreciate the support and you believing in the vision. Like, I know you had other options to go with, but it really is major that, you chose my company to move forward with this. I cannot thank you all enough. I am a Homegrown Hillsborough fan. And not just because you gave me support, but it's really awesome what you're doing here. I think that's kind of it. These were just videos, but we don't have time for that. But I don't know if it converted over. Yeah, it didn't convert over. But I can send them. Okay. I can send them to play. These were just a couple of the people posted on their social medias, like a recap of the event.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it was pretty cool. And then that's just fine. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We're so glad that you were able to benefit, and seeing this in itself is just like, okay, yes, this confirmation that we're on the right path. We're doing what it is that, to support exactly what the mission is, just bringing this stuff all together. So, and thank you so much for being an unofficial member, or now an official member of the food production working group. And we look forward to meeting you every third Thursday. Calendar. So she can come to the meeting. She's coming to the meeting.
Oh,
you're voluntold.
Oh, so is that official?
I'm here. You can't get rid of me.
Okay, just okay. I thought you were just volunteering.
No. Are we allowed to ask questions?
Yeah.
Okay, I just have one question for you. I really love this. The two comments before I asked the question. The graphics were great. I love the look and feel of the graphics and I'm only seeing them on the PowerPoint right now, but I think they just look just so visually appealing. Super great that you can get the chef connected to the program, because I think that really helps with it. And then just the way that you frame the graphic with the importance of what this is and how it contributes and within that food is medicine framework. My question related to the fact that 40 people, I think, signed, right?
Oh,
You're cutting out.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Give it a second.
Yeah.
Okay, now you're good.
Okay. So the question is, you had 40 people signed up and only 32 showed up. And I wondered if, because you had so much interest and I knew you shared that there was a cap, what about if you had established a wait list that you could pull people from so that you would have been able to fully flesh out what your cohort would have been for that time? So I'm just asking if that might be an option, or could have been, or could be explored in the future.
Absolutely. That was another thing outside of the composting that was an afterthought, is to make sure that, because again, I wanted hundreds to come, so that we can reach the full capacity and have the impact of as many people as we can. So that is great feedback, great question, and definitely a thought that came after the fact of a waiting list. Like I said, I created kind of like a form to sign up, but pulling from that would have been great to like bring people in.
And I'll piggyback on that. And as a kind of as an organizer strategy, you all probably realize we did confirmation call for the conference.
Yes.
And that makes a huge difference. And it does take some time, but I think it's worth it because if you do want to get full capacity, and you heard me throughout the conference saying, if you're not going on the tour, come and tell me. And it makes it so that you're able to fill a bus or fill a garden or whatever you want. So it usually, I think when I was on the phones, it was about 2 minutes a call, like leaving a voicemail or talking to somebody. It's usually very fast, but to plan. So if you have 50 people that you have to confirm call, 2 minutes each, 100 minutes, several hours, right? And usually we do that either 24 or 48 hours before. And I think it's beneficial for a lot of reasons. One, it gets butts and seats, which is like the goal. Two, it does create a more personal relationship. And people do like, it's always kind of surprising to me how much I really enjoy the conference calls because I get to just like have one-on-one time, just chatting to people. See you tomorrow. I mean, at the event this last week, I felt like it was my wedding all over again, where I was like, all my friends are here and I can't talk to anybody. And when you have big events, it'll be that way. You'll be behind the scenes, you'll be doing stuff. And so, yeah, it's just a nice way to have that kind of one-on-one. So I'd encourage for all events to do these confirmation calls, but it also, Eventbrite isn't great at capturing numbers. You have to like tell it that you want to include, because it captures emails and names, but you have to like go and add to your order form phone number.
Filter.
Yeah. And so that way you can get those. But that I think is a strategy and then you can call your wait list basically. So if you have a wait list, and Eventbrite does have a wait list feature.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
And they have a waitlist feature.
Oh, good.
We use it all the time.
Yeah.
You can use that on your calls to say, please let us know if you can't make it because we have a wait list.
Right.
So if you're leaving a voicemail, include that so that people know that if you're not there, we want someone else to be in your spot.
Yeah, and it's wasted opportunity, right? Yeah.
Then I think you were in the session at the conference about the homeschool, what is it called, Step Up program?
Yes.
Do you plan on maybe registering for that so that you can get fees and do the billing and all that?
Yes, ma'am. I've already
Okay,
partnered with Teresa on this.
Sweet, okay.
She's let me know what I need to.
Awesome. Just want to make sure. I think that's a great way to help keep this sustainable and stuff.
Okay, I'll let Ramona in on that. So one of our presentations was about utilizing the Step Up for Success dollars from the state for homeschool groups. Because a lot of times the families, they're able to access those state dollars to pay for programs like actually everyone here kind of provides. But if you're working in communities that don't have the, as much disposable income, then they're not always able to pay for it. So you have to either get donations or grants or whatever, but with the Step Up dollars, you can use state dollars to help the gardens generate some funds and then to pay for. So we had a session on that I think went really well. So.
And it's a draw, like people's like Teresa was saying, like people see the logo and they're like, oh, great, I can bill this back to the state, So that'll help keep your people too. Yeah, exactly.
Great question, Ramona. Thank you for the question.
So many questions?
Is the rest of the budget to cover the upcoming, and you have like January, February, and then is that to cover like the one at SLP, or how is that?
I'm sorry.
No, that's kind of, it's like how I saw that a majority of the budget was kind of used up. So I didn't know if that was to cover all of the ones that you have coming up or just the two more.
It's covering all plus what I'm putting in from my own business savings. Yes. So yeah, it is. I'm going to continue to use the funds to continue on with the event, and then when those are done, then I'll tap into my own. Yes. But I also would love, because it was a good opportunity for the garden to kind of promote ways that people could donate, and like they could sell their produce and things like that as well. So, I'd love for the garden to get that out of it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we would love that.
I think you're also just like spreading knowledge about community gardens and getting people out to them, you know?
Yes, because I think only, well, if I remember the data, like only 30% had ever somewhat heard of a community garden. But it was everyone, 100% of everyone that attended their first time attending. So
Yeah.
West Tampa
Really good
Groves
data.
Health specifically.
Oh, I had another question. You mentioned the challenge with just the growing season.
Right.
And so what, like if you could go back in time, what would, and you obviously had the parameters that we put on you because of just the grant cycle, but if there were no time parameters, when would you have started like planning and what would be your target date to get more closer to like a full harvest or a variety? April. Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we can start early planting in Florida, so we can start in winter, planting. And a lot of gardens tend to say like by April, there's several things that can be harvested.
Yeah, April's a busy time.
And then, the weather's still good. So yeah, usually like early spring would be,
To have the workshops or to start your planning?
to have them.
Okay.
Yeah, I would start planning in like winter. Like January, and then have them in April.
Gotcha.
I'll email you, Ramona. I just read your comment. I would love to share.
Yeah, I'd love to just get connected and hear about that. Thank you.
Yeah.
You introduced yourself today and was like, sustainable living. I got to get this person connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really excited also to have Tiffany. Like, I was so stoked when you contacted me. These are the types of events we've been looking for community partners to help us do, because it's not something I think we want to take on as like an organizational thing. Right. And we can't do it, right? And so it's so nice to be like, yes, come, you do what you do. And so I'm really, really excited to have everybody out.
Yes.
And then, like you said, springtime, we have so much more to offer. We had a similar thing, I think we talked about like with our grant as well, where I'm in a different working group, but similar with like, it's like, can't make them grow faster.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the delivery started, but so.
Okay, I actually have one more question for you. So for all of your equipment you use, how are you storing that?
At my home.
And yeah.
Well, I have extra room, extra storage room.
Yeah.
At my home.
Okay.
For now.
Yeah. I mean, we're in Homegrown Hillsborough. We have stuff in our cars, and like we're at the 2026 project just to figure out how to get a better storage situation. Yeah. So
It's all at my house.
And that's the deal is, well, and Heather at her Snap Fab program, I think you were in there, and she was like, yeah, all this stuff is just in my garage. Like, and that's just the life of of an organizer. So yeah, but as you grow and expand, it'll be interesting to see. Well, I was thinking that because you said it's not something that you want to do, and it's like, well, she has the equipment. Like, if you have all the equipment, just come on down.
Longevity possibility, and how you like wrote the grant too. It's like, now you have this equipment and you can take it other places, and it's not as big of a investment, right, on your business. So now you've got this equipment to take it, because there aren't a lot of gardens that have a cooking space.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I mean, ours is just a grill.
Yeah.
We have a grill in the
Space, and it's 72 inches. Wow, it's just pretty cool, and 3 feet tall.
Yeah, that's awesome, because now you can take that.
Yeah, and you can go wherever.
Yeah.
In the kitchen or every garden.
That is exciting. Ours is gonna be a little bit different. She's doing it in collaboration with the Young Seed program. So it's not gonna be open to the general public per se. It's just gonna be for our kids that are part of that, which they're all homeschool kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's true about like it sold out so fast
Yeah.
and whatnot. That's awesome.
It's pretty exciting.
Do we know who Annie is?
And I don't think she's on. I'm assuming her name.
Wait, who is that?
Annie goes with Pharmed. She
Was that under us?
Yeah. I think it was. Maybe it was economic development. Maybe it was economic development.
I think we were Janai.
And yeah, because Kenny wished it was food production. Yeah.
It was Hoover Janine, Tiffany,
And Nicole.
and Nicole Penn.
And Nicole did hers.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so it's,
All right, well.
Yeah, she did hers last month. It's pretty cool.
It was also really good.
Yeah. You guys are setting the bar like up here.
right?
I know, I was like,
Which
for
is
some pretty
awesome.
dry information, she did, it was a nice presentation. Like, not to, the part that she couldn't control, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, that was more interesting than I was expecting.
Okay, so if
yeah.
you don't have,
We just need Janine.
Or she talked about it in, okay, another.
I think in that
Yeah,
kind of
she talked
development.
about it there, I was like.
Yeah.
Oh, she presented to economics.
She didn't
No.
present, but,
She's in that.
Because she's brown.
she's
Yeah.
in that group, and so I think that Nicole Doobie was like, "How was it?" And she gave like a brief rundown, but not like
Not quotes.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Well, that was a little clerical error,
My
but
bad.
we'll revisit it in
I
January.
forgot who was on which one. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay, because I was like, I texted the girl this morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is Farm
I
Ed?
was like, yeah, maybe it was this group, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so I'll reach out to Janine, maybe try to get a review.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it. See her, like her numbers, because I would get to go.
I think these reports are really beneficial. I mean, I've been learning a lot about like and you did an exceptional job with like including the responses from the survey and the data and all of that. But it's, it's really rewarding for me. And this is stuff I can easily take to my boss and just be like, look at the impact. Look at the impact. So I think that makes me feel good.
So I'll make sure we include our wait list, because we had a 24 kids apply.
Yeah.
I only accepted 14.
Yeah. So that's all really good information.
Yeah. All right, so the other thing, are you hanging out, or you're free to go?
Yeah.
She's
So
yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I've been patient with this conference, listen, Friday is my day, okay. Thank you all so
Yeah,
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you. And we will see you next month.
Yes, I'll be here.
So we had talked about at our last meeting doing the meeting structure. I'm trying to, for some reason, I cannot get that doc to open. Let me try my other email and see if that works.
Did it sign you out of the Wi-Fi? It did me.
Oh. No, it didn't. It's on. This box is full, so it might be because it's a Google Doc that it's wanting me to delete something. Okay, boom, there it is. All right, so we have a couple of things that we are looking at, which based on coming out of the conference, it was, first of all, I'm going to say it was really great.
Actually, I did want to kind of do a real quick debrief. We
Go
can
for
do
it.
that at the end of, because I want you to get through your agenda.
No, you're
Right.
fine.
Go on.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say that now, so
Okay,
I'll
I
try
think
to
that-
read. No, can we do that now?
Okay, yeah.
So that way I don't forget.
Yeah, and I just like real quick, like how was the conference? Like, what would you debrief? And we can even be a little critical.
I honestly love the networking part, getting to see everybody in the same room. We don't get together enough to really keep up with what everyone's got going on. So being able to see pretty much the family, the whole ag family in the county was awesome. Like Paul came up to me, he was like, I don't know if you remember me. I was like, yes, Paul, I remember who you are. So that was great. And I loved the breakout sessions. I think that was very informational. At least the ones that I did get to attend. Some of them I was like, why are they at the same time?
Yeah.
We had really hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
To
but
create variety, but also not to you're like, are these going to compete against each other? Who is the target audience? Yeah.
It's hard to choose sometimes.
the team and I had to divide and conquer. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to this one, you go to that one.
That's what we do. We go to conferences. Is we're like, Dahlia's in that room, Sabrina's in that room, I'm in this room, and we'll all, talk over lunch.
Yeah. That was my
What would you have
I don't
done
know what-
differently, better?
better, differently. I don't know if better is
Yeah, okay.
what can we the right word? I think shorter.
Shorter. Okay.
Which is hard with a conference with trying to get all of that into one space. So I don't know if making it shorter is better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you mean like a shorter day or like not 3 days?
Not 3 days.
Yeah, I would have done like Tuesday or Thursday. Doing both was like hard, you know.
And Tuesday was,
time-wise.
sorry,
No.
Tuesday was just an easy tack on because it was low pressure, no pressure. And we kind of realized that we didn't really have a lot of just like chit chat time.
Yeah.
And so we've heard that we have too much working time and not enough chit chat time. And we also did want it to be like a family. So that's why on Tuesday, and the venue was easy just to be like, oh yeah, and also we'll just do a Tuesday night social. So yeah. And I also do think because you guys are so involved in Homegrown Hillsborough, you have a lot of meetings on your calendar for Homegrown Hillsborough, but other network members that
They don't.
Yeah.
this is like the 3 days a year that
Yeah.
they're coming and participating. So, but that's good to know. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I felt more obligated to go on Tuesday and didn't realize.
Yeah.
You know what I mean as well. So
Yeah.
that also makes a difference. In that. But I enjoyed also like the networking and the breakout sessions. I learned a lot, and I don't always love the big crowds. So it was worth staying, if that makes sense. Like I felt like what I was learning, who I was talking to, things like that were worth staying for. So yeah, it was worth it. I know it was like, I thought about that a lot too. Like it is a lot of working time and it's hard, but I also think I would rather do that and have informative breakout sessions with actual conversations and Q&A than sit through an hour of something I could have read online or watched online or had it been less in depth and things like that. So like, I agree. I know it's hard. I had a really hard time with it as well. And I just say that because like, yeah. But I did think about that a lot and like, I think it was like necessary or worth it to get that value out of it. Yeah.
If I could change one thing, I just thought about it as you said that. If I would change one thing, I would have made the panel, the overall, where everyone was at.
Which panel?
Which panel, yeah.
Oh, shit. Her check. I guess to me, because that was the one that,
Yeah.
making more meachums. I
Yeah.
thought that one would have been a great everyone
Yeah.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of a keynote speaker.
Yeah. What do you guys think about the keynote?
It was really interesting to hear.
Interesting is a good word.
Yeah, there was a lot like, it was interesting because it opened a lot of questions as well as like answered a lot of questions. Yeah, it was, I liked all her facts and her metrics and things like that. It's a little gutted to hear she lost $100,000 at one. Considering what I, deal with.
Yeah.
But I also liked that she felt candid enough to share that, because that is something that can be, you don't know how appropriate or safe it could be to like share something like that. So it was nice to see that. And it just kind of did open a lot of questions with like, how can SLP get involved with some of those things, because there's a lot of stuff going on there that we do. And there's a lot of financial support that comes out of specifically like our medical industry. And so it'd be really nice to see that support move around the community a little bit more as well. There was just a lot of like that where it's like, okay, maybe like love that you're building new ones, but also Steph is here and how can we connect? And that was something, I think one of my takeaways was she kept talking about how they did talk to the community, but then also there were a lot of things where I was like, well, but how much did you and which community? Because it sounds like there was a lot of time within this. But like, I never got a phone call. I don't know if Sweetwater did or any of
I
those.
think she's talking about the neighbors.
Gotcha.
Door knocking on the residents.
Which is also really great, but I
Yeah.
think economically it can be really important to look at existing organizations as well.
Yeah.
And instead of maybe even building new gardens, because we have so many gardens that are under maintained because they're under supported, looking at those things. And that's something I brought up with Lynn Hertech as well. I know like for her it's a little harder with city like you can't just, if you have city property available, you can also then go buy property. But at least like looking at those things and partnering with those organizations instead of sort of starting new. And like, yeah, I mean, I think like what they did is great. There's nothing, it's just sometimes I see these things, I'm like, that's awesome. Would have loved to have been involved.
Yeah.
Would have liked to have known about it, or especially just people that have, like some of what Joe said, have been doing the work for a long period of time with very little support, with very or no pay, and sort of feeling like their livelihood or their life is on the line, right? Their legacy is on the line. And so it can just be nice too. I think there's a lot of people in Homegrown, Hillsborough, and Tampa that are sort of doing that experimental work and trying to find those inroads. And so I do think like one thing that I had always hoped would come from Meacham was that rezoning conversation, because we have 14 variances on our property as a community garden. So that was really nice, right? Of 5 years, more than 5 years, watching them go through all of that. And the one really big thing that I was like, that I think, SLP and all the other sort of gardens can benefit from, was seeing some of that rezoning, because 14 variances is multiple years of going back and forth with code enforcement.
Yeah.
Every single one is more than 1 month.
Yeah.
And so that, just seeing that, and a lot of that is because we're a community garden.
Right.
We're not
And not a farm.
Right.
Not a farm.
Yeah.
Not a farm. So I think the only other thing I would say is more bio breaks after lunch instead of before. That was only something I noticed in the moment, but I was like, oh, there's no bio break now.
Yeah.
I was like, I was good earlier, actually.
I mean, that was, all of that is
I mean, how do you know?
just, and just trying to fit 100 pounds of things into a 10-pound bag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
But
bathrooms
like-
were close. I mean,
What's that?
The bathrooms were close.
They were super. I was like, I really don't have a lot of complaints. The parts that were hard were, like I said, I think they're just hard. It's just hard to sit still and listen to stuff.
yeah. We were surprised that Yingling Draft House didn't flag the fact that we were going to have 120 people and do a single line buffet.
Yeah. We're like, why wasn't it double-sided,
Like we didn't
Yeah.
really know that until we saw it, and then I'm like, but this is a professional
They should have known.
They should have known that if you're
Also,
getting 100 people
The
through.
way we walked through the back of the kitchen.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Yeah, I think that's just like their design, but
space happens over.
yeah. So that was one of our debriefs, is like, okay, so when we have big events, we need to have multiple lines, because lunch took 45 minutes, and we had to.
But you're right. That's something that, having worked in that is something that's what part of why you go with them, right? Is for that experience.
So we're gonna give them that feedback. Also, when the rooms got split, one of them was hotter in Hades, one of them was cold as the Arctic.
It's supposed to hit it, apparently.
And then we also didn't know how to separate the sound. And so we were like cooking around, and like I put like just like background music on in our room, and then it went on the other room, and then they turned it off. When they turned it off, they put the projector up, and it went up in our. So like we so anyways, yeah. And then obviously the sound for the Kitty Wallace view didn't work, so those little things. But those are
They don't have like a support person.
maybe they did. We didn't call on them. We probably should have done this in our, because we did a walkthrough with them. We should have like asked these questions and like tried my dongle with that. So, these are all things that we're still learning too. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, nothing's.
It is. And like, we're all fam. So it's like, all right, no sound for the video. Next up, like, yeah.
I was super excited, and I think I was more excited for Kitty than Kitty was excited for Kitty about actually having an award named after her. It was so well deserved because she's poured for so long.
Doesn't sound like she's dead though.
I know. And I call it the memorial, the memorial award. It's just like the legacy award. But
Yeah, somebody said memorial. Did somebody say memorial?
maybe the memorial legacy. Yeah, but
Yes, I think on mine it said memorial.
okay.
That's why I was like.
Yeah, she's not that. Yeah.
I thought you did.
Yeah. But yeah, 'cause she got it last year. Maybe build her award. But yeah, and so our award winners here. Congrats to you guys.
Thank you.
I have the vase of flowers in my bathroom on my little makeup vanity thing. Like, oh, I love fresh cut flowers, and I had bought some the day before, and I was like, if I would have known, I would have shaved my later.
I know they're from. Yeah.
I actually put I put Blue House. I said, if anyone wants to get me flowers while I'm alive, please give me a subscription from Blue House. But the other thing is with Kim, like like how is it that we can get in the room where the people that want to partner with them for certain things can have that opportunity? Can they do will they do like an RFP? Will they do something where smaller businesses can partner?
I imagine that this isn't me just speculating, that's probably like a slow burn, like a long build, because all of the partners that she listed and had on her,
they got money.
They got money, which means that they have insurance, which means they have bathrooms on site, which means they have clean, washing stations, which all of that stuff we can work towards as a network. Maybe that's what some of our grant money goes towards next year, is to get facilities up in order to host those events or be the next site or whatever it is. So yeah, I would be interested in having a conversation with her about does TGH have a strategy for working with grassroots initiatives? And if so, what, how? So, and when she left, she mentioned being excited and invigorated and wanting to circle back to kind of learn more about the partners within Homegrown Hillsborough. So I think that's something that we can keep on our radar for next year too, is we'll have to probably ping her. I don't know if she'll be pinging us, but that's what we can do. Request a meeting with her.
Yeah. Actually, I think she put up Elizabeth's information on the last slide. So a person.
Yeah.
Elizabeth.
And doesn't Elizabeth look like Kim? I think they do, because when I was doing those meetings over there with them, I feel like there's 3 of them. They all kind of look alike.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Mel, do you have any feedback from the conference?
You're on mute.
Sorry. No, just adding on to, I don't know who said it, but I would have loved to hear more with the Meacham Farm talk. That was very insightful, very helpful. And I just had tons of questions afterwards. So that was really nice. But yeah, and then I did love our exercise, Monica, towards the end where, the learning and the teaching aspect. I'm sorry I couldn't stay for the whole thing, but just giving us an opportunity to talk about what all we, I felt heard, so to speak, with regards to, and I think I also talked about Meacham as well and how important there was a lot of lingo and acronyms that I was like, huh, what? That seems important to know, kind of thing. Let me think.
It's a good introduction.
I heard. Oh, I'm
Sorry.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I heard that the homeschooling one that you guys did was really helpful as well. I heard a lot of positive feedback with regards to her openness and her willingness to share her journey. So I wasn't able to attend that one, but I heard, from multiple people that they were, going to follow up with her.
To get her to do one.
I think
help us all. Yeah, I'm gonna ask
we
her.
could easily organize
More speaking engagements.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, one last thing. I think something that would have been helpful for me to decide which ones I was going to was to know who was doing the speaking.
You could have did everything in the
We literally.
I know.
Yeah.
That
We agree.
6 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just can't go to.
And that's where I was like, okay, so this one could be, what I mean, including something, but then I don't know,
Yeah.
So I think having some of that's the only other thing, but
Yeah, maybe in the future doing a full sheet, longer descriptions and stuff.
Pictures.
Yeah,
And so a lot of it was just timing on our end, just getting it, having to, wanting to get it done this year. And I mentioned it but we are going to do a conference committee next year. And so that way we can have certain people be involved in outreach and recruitment, marketing, operations, and ideally we'll start that like March of next year. So by November, it's not this like scramble to get to the finish line, but it's something that really intentional and everyone can kind of do a little bit to make sure that what they want to see is reflected, the people, because I mean, obviously you saw all of our email blasts and stuff. We were trying to get the word out, but there's still so many rocks we couldn't flip just because of the timing of it all. So all of this stuff, keep in mind. And Elizabeth Roman, as she walked away, she said, I'll be on the committee next year. So yeah, and I was like, great, yeah. So yeah, but
is there a spot on the platform right now where people that didn't get a chance to ask their questions can go throw their questions? So maybe the speakers or the person who held that lecture can go in and answer those, and we can have that.
I think that you can just make a post, and if you know who the speaker was, just tag them if they're on the platform.
But we don't have like an overall one, because I don't have a question specifically, but I'm just saying like.
No, but I feel like if someone were to start it, other people would probably follow, just because I bet you there's more people like that. But yeah, I mean, the platform's kind of like a Facebook page where you can just like post things and tag. I think is really important too. So if you do think of specific questions, then, and not everybody is on the platform, but most, I think, and we've seen some come rolling in the last few days. So, most are.
Oh my God, you guys. Last thing about the conference. Yeah. I was getting ready to leave, and a guy came up to me and he was like, "You're D?" I was like, "Yeah." I was, you kind of like, yeah. He's like, "My sister Eleanor is in your program." I was like, "Eleanor is just," yes. So I was literally leaving to go to teach that program that I was seeing. So I took a picture with him, and as Eleanor and her mom walked in, I showed him. I was like, "Guess who I saw?" She was like, "Where did you see my brother?" I was like, so yeah, I was like, Miguel is his name. Yeah.
Miguel's great. I definitely want to get him more involved too.
Yeah.
He's another one. I really like seeing who all knew each other that I didn't know knew each other too.
I know.
Like, I was like, oh, all these people like work together. Like, and like I kind of knew, like everybody has their own relationships, but like really seeing like how many people.
I completely agree.
Like Miguel, everyone was like, oh yeah, I work with Miguel, and I was like, Miguel, how much time do you have?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Yeah, no, it was great. Every time I like at lunch when I went around and took pictures of people, I was so happy with all the different compositions of the tables. Like there was just so many like cross-sector people just chit-chatting, and I was like, this is exactly what it's all about, is to be able to meet new people and chat with them and get to learn about them. So I thought that was really cool.
I used some time to get caught up with some people that I've been.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, now they're here. Yeah. Which is like, kind of why meetings and stuff are important, because it's like, cool, well, I know at least we'll have, this time that we're together. So speaking of,
real quick, are the sessions recorded?
No. Some, the Meachams is,
of course, that's the one that.
Of course, yep.
I don't know what they're doing.
Okay, that's the one I would like to.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I would like to. I missed that one. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
I was in that one, so I can give.
And I think that we should maybe just ask Teresa to do, whether it's an online like lunch and learn, or whether it's getting together at Extension. I think there was a lot of excitement about that, and I think that she will like literally pull up her computer and show you how she did it.
And that's I think what, like for me personally, that's what I need.
Yeah.
I cannot, if you sit there and you're telling me and then we're on, I can't.
Yeah.
Like I literally would rather sit there and go through step by step with you. We're all, let's all do it together. Can we just do it?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask her about that. You can ask her too. Maybe
no, you got it. It's all you.
I told her, I was like, give me that card and give me Raleigh's card because I need it.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm sorry about that, y'all.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I do have to bounce like right at 12:30, so I might have to pack up a little bit before, but if I just get up and leave, don't mind.
You're fine. We're done at 12:15, so.
Oh, okay.
So as far as old business, I actually have a question, but we'll get through the old business first because I want to get it before you leave. Just reminding me, I have a question for you. We had we're working on our tool sharing project to have the conversation for moving forward, moving into the future. And then now that we've learned about the funds that are available, as a group, we want to kind of do a budget breakdown of how we would like to spend those funds to be able to do our projects that we have listed. I know we have the finding the people, I can't remember the number off the top of my head now, the people that are to be a part of the tool libraries. We're going to be doing that contacting over the next couple of weeks so we can meet our goal for January. I know we talked about we had a number. Is that number solidified now so that we can work on that, or is it still?
So are you guys the number for the Acre Summit?
No,
okay.
The number for the overall working group.
Like for the
budget.
Okay, no, we don't know that, and we won't know that until after the Acre Summit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we can move that to probably our February meeting.
And so if I were you, I would probably draft it up in an Excel sheet and have the number I gave you last week as like your starting, and then if that changes, then everything else can change.
Okay. All right, so I'll move that to February. And I didn't get very many people. Georgia, did you get anyone that asked you about joining the food production working group?
I did not, but I did try to push it.
I made a post on Facebook only because my cup was full that day. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place, but my cup was full that day, so I'm gonna keep moving. The other thing that I had as old business, it's in my notepad, not on this piece of paper. I'm so sorry. Should have put it over here. Okay, here we go. The outcome. So we have the two dates. We have January and we also have February for our due dates for our goals. If we need to move and adjust those, how do we go ahead and let y'all know that we want to move one of the dates further into the future?
Sorry, date for what?
For our goals and our project.
Oh, I think you just talk about a working group meeting.
Okay.
And yeah.
Maybe put it in your work plan.
Okay.
You bring into the Acre Summit.
Okay.
Those dates.
Okay. If we need to adjust them. Okay, cool.
So we are going to the Acre Summit? Okay. I'm not, sorry, just been a little confused.
I understood that we have to be at the summit. I understood that part. I understand that we're not doing the presentation like the other, of the other groups. But are we required to present anything?
Say yes, you want people to work on your work plan, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like not like picking teams for kickball, but like a little bit, just because each working group is going to have different goals, and you'll want to find people to help you accomplish those goals. And most people can't. It might be too much to help to be on two teams necessarily. But the reason why we're having it all together is because the work is intersectional. So there might be some things that food access has in their work plan that food production also has in their work plan.
So I'm sorry, quick question about the Acre training. That is open, right? That's going to be like we're presenting to the partners, like all our stakeholders and things like that, right? That sign up and come to it. Okay.
That's all that I had for old business. New business is really just, I don't want to do anything without Nicole.
I was wondering about that. Yeah. I saw there was like a mention about voting on the meeting format and things like that.
And it will actually, you guys can't vote because you have to have, but I guess, yeah, I mean, you have to have at least 3 people to vote.
Well, are you guys gonna have another meeting this month? Or are you gonna wait until January? Because I know you kind of were doing the 2 meeting.
Like us meeting internally as a group, yes, we will probably need one more time before the holiday break. But as far as like our working group, this is it for the month.
Right,
Yeah.
I knew that.
Okay.
Yes, but I don't know if you guys were planning something else, especially.
Yeah, because I don't want to really, start anything before that. And then our meetings will continue on the third, fourth Thursday, which is the 22nd.
Which is the day before the additional, so you want to keep that 2 days in a row. I know we just did like 3 or 4 days in a row, so like we need to know like yesterday. So.
And we can't make that decision without Nicole. So can we get with you next week and let you know? Do you have any dates in mind for your schedule for January if we needed to move the meeting?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
And that's what I was even gonna ask you, was about the potential meeting later this month when we were looking at for that.
I gotta look at my,
Because I think getting some of these things ironed out would also help me to invite some leaders to apply and things like that. Where are we on the application process?
the application is pretty much done. I'm just waiting on you guys to just kind of look over it, tell me if there's anything we want to change, anything we want to add.
I think we were looking for, from Nicole, we were looking for a deliverable. And I believe that it was expectations, but I don't remember right now what the date was on that deliverable, what the due date was.
It was last, what month are we in? Okay, we're in December.
Did she send it out to us and I missed it?
I didn't see it.
How come November has our November meeting notes have nothing on them?
I'm gonna tell you what the date was. It was the Monday before Monica sent out her.
No, that was my due date to make sure I got something into her for the newsletter, but we decided that that was too soon for expectations and the application to be written out. I know we had talked about it and then later on so that's what I can't remember now what we asked Nicole to do. I
don't remember a due date. I just remembered, like I said, I needed to get it done then before.
I like to sometimes set it up a little bit sooner so that I don't forget.
Yeah.
Which is why I was happy to take on that like Monday due date and I did forget. And somehow I remembered at 11:30. Yeah, I know. It was magic though. It was not diligence. Yeah, I shouldn't have even said it, but yeah, so I was trying to look back at November to see, but anyways, we did decide on a date last time for those things, and just knowing that information would help me to sort of continue on our current conversation.
Look at my book, like when I get to my actual book bag, because I have the piece of paper that I wrote on.
That's what I was just looking. I was like, I saw it in here the other day, still, but I think I pulled it out.
Sorry, I tried to travel light for the conference, so I moved into a small bag.
I did the opposite. My shoulders hurt.
Okay, so I have 10/23, but I don't see November on the AI meeting notes either, Savannah.
Gotcha. But that was the day that you had a lot of recording stoppage and things like that.
Yeah.
Is like its own thing.
Okay.
And then, do you have something here, or was somebody else supposed to be taking?
I don't know where her agenda is. Or do you mean the like actual meeting notes?
This is from November. Okay, crap. All right, so, but that's where we are, is we need expectations. Do you send out, from Nicole, can you send out the application that you did? Is it different?
It's in the drive.
It's in the drive?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send it out already?
I didn't send it. I just told you guys it was.
You just told us
that.
That's what I mean by send it out. You told us, hey, like this is here.
Yeah.
And okay, so I see the copy of the working group.
I renamed it. Let me find what I renamed it to.
Okay, great. And what else did you change in it? Anything?
Some of the verbiage, I removed parts of the actual application itself because it wasn't applicable to what we were doing. Since
Okay.
it wasn't like all of the working groups, it was just food production, so that way people didn't have to select that option. And I also edited a lot of the verbiage at the that was talking about the expectations, the pay, the da 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 da, because it's not applicable as well. In my
Oh, yeah, because the coaches are already set.
yeah.
And then I would say something, I mean, we gotta figure out some way that we have November notes on that agenda. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we can make them from that. Okay.
Didn't we talk about at the last meeting, we talked about who would be our note taker, or that was just, is that just in my head? Because I said
I
I
mean, you
couldn't do it.
nominated me, but I'm already the treasurer.
The way my
I know that you,
works.
yes,
Yes.
you suggested me, but I already have.
Well, we can always transition you into something else when we get new people. Because the way
Yeah.
your brain functions, it works a little bit better than mine. It's a little more organized.
Some days.
That's all I had, y'all. I really don't have anything else that's gonna take us to 12:30.
Okay.
Because like I said, I just don't want to do anything without Nicole. It'll just be a little bit more difficult to.
So I guess real quick, Savannah, let me text you this.
I would like to touch base a little bit more on the format maybe that the other groups are presenting with.
That's what I just
as a
texted.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I do have something. Just so that we're not maybe so different.
Let's see, I don't know if it'll pull up how I text it to you. You can also just go to the Acre toolkit, because you can get to. But basically I want to show them like the work plan template that we're expecting of them.
Send it to the co-chairs.
Okay.
Or I did.
Yeah, so maybe it's easier.
Okay, so it looks like the November agenda, this little off topic, it looks like somehow it deleted everything.
So
But if you
I never got the like one.
It's in the folder.
Where?
oh,
In the folder, so I thought that it just had, I only see the one that says, do you have it like in like the main folder and not in the meeting agenda folder? Because that's.
So Nicole did that, and it should be in the folder. And I'm trying to get to the.
It's like, let me show you.
because I have one here where
I
if you
have the
go
share.
to the file.
Yeah, I'm trying to even get to
Like,
the drive that's
version
it's not
history?
showing up for some reason.
This is the one I showed you earlier that was blank. Somehow everything's like deleted. Yes.
Okay, so I go click back on this. I want to see where this is. So go to the folder up there. Oh, no, sorry, that's these meetings right now. This
No, this is the November meeting.
okay, it's in meeting agenda for production. So
Um,
then maybe. Oh, I wonder if maybe when you would take a copy of it.
oh my gosh, Pam is amazing.
What'd she do?
I talked to her at the conference and like she has no reason to contact. Like I'm benefiting, and she just called me and left me.
Oh, that's great. No, I mean, it's her job.
Oh, okay. Well,
She works for, she's a public servant, so, yeah.
So what is deleted is from the October meeting, because I made a copy of the.
Oh, it
October
is.
meeting. Yeah, so that's the October meeting stuff that's deleted, so that I could remake the November one.
okay,
But
thanks.
So I think I got like a link to it, but it never got put in the folder. Maybe, I don't remember. But like, it's not in the.
I'm not seeing it in the working group leader, food production.
So we can ask Nicole if she has.
Yeah, we get that email and the folder.
Oh, you know what? Now that you say the email, let me check mine.
And where are you dropping that one, Savannah? That,
Oh, yeah.
that one, the template thing, where is that going?
Here we go. I have it. Here are the meeting notes. And then I'm gonna move them over if I can. Yeah.
So this, I think that.
I finally found the folder. I'm like,
But
I gotta figure out how to tag it so it stays.
I can show you that.
Okay.
Which folder do you want?
Kind of want all of the, oh, crap, shit with me. I want, can they stay together or stay apart?
Yeah, it's in.
Because I have this one,
Folders where this
and
one
I have
is. That's where I
this one,
Okay.
and then
And
this
so
one.
the easiest way is, I wish they could show up over here, but the easiest way is to star them. So
Yeah.
click on the three dots. And then you should have the option, maybe press organize or hover over organize, add to starred. And then so what's gonna happen is that now when you click on starred, it'll be
Okay.
there. So yeah, you
Alright,
pick
I go
a
back.
few of them, and then basically when you get in the habit of going to your drive, you can go to your starred. You can also like save like a short, yeah. So like you don't use bookmark bars, I do. And so what I would do is I would just have my starred and my bookmark bar. And so basically whenever I go to drive, it'd be like the first place I'm going. So
Okay.
that's kind of the best they can do. I don't think you can drag over folders to have on your sidebar because that would be nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, starred is kind of the best way to do it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that now, because I'm like, I'm always having to scroll down a
Yep.
million places.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird because I thought I had them also starred. But anyways, so I did just move, do you see where I moved it into the meeting folder?
Okay.
It'll tell you the current location of it. So this is.
Yeah. That's the one I think Nicole had emailed to us.
So if
So
you,
when
when
you-
you, like, this is not a good example.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
But if it was something.
Once you said that, I was like, oh, I think I can find it now.
Okay. Yeah, so within.
Is Mel still listening to all of this? Okay, and then we still need today's. Do you have today's?
Yes, yes, I am.
Hey Mel, sorry.
No worries.
No,
You're good.
I was like, wait a second, is she listening to this?
She's learning how to.
Sorry. Well, whenever you get a chance, we'll upload, or yeah, we can upload G's agenda, or we can merge it with the notes that you took, Savannah.
I was like, taking those like for us. So I was like, you guys aren't using this agenda like for the conference feedback, but they can be in there, that's fine, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But I was like, those were less important for you guys.
yeah.
More for us when we do our deeper.
I'll have to probably email it to myself, so the text message with the stuff that we talked about this morning is kind of dropping it in.
I might use this time to just add these notes here that I took to the new business and old business and things like that. Alrighty.
Thank you, Monica. Appreciate you.
Thanks for all your active participation. Congrats to our award winners. And congrats to Savannah also for a great conference.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone
Good
clapped
job.
in the room when we all clapped for you.
No, I don't think she was.
I don't think she was either. I realized afterwards.
Good to know, I didn't know that.
I come to the.
Do we want to, let me get a copy of this, the board meeting template that Nicole wants us to.
I didn't get a chance to look at that.
That's what I had open to
Yeah.
follow but it needs to be tailored to.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, that looks a bit long. I'd like to look at that before we just sort of decide to
Yeah,
land there.
there's a lot of things that need to be removed in my humble opinion.
Okay. Yeah, it looks a bit long to me. I do like the basic agenda that we have here and building off of it.
But
I mean, that's what I thought we were gonna do.
I thought we were going to do what we said in the last, I can't figure out where that is. Oh, you guys said you just moved it into that folder.
Yeah.
I think you could probably stop recording because we ain't talking about nothing.
Bye now. Or no, I guess you can stay. It's not the same as recording, sorry.